Hey, how's it going, everyone? Jeffrey Mays, what deck do you run the most? I am running either Gold Paladin, Ezo, or Aquaforce the most nowadays. Simply because I don't have the new stuff from the new set. So if you did have the new stuff, I definitely recommend playing new stuff. It's always fun to have new stuff. And Eradicators is 100% cream of the top. Best deck in the format right now. So go do that. Hey, heck no. Long time no see. How's it going? See that you're playing a bit more Cardfight Vanguard 0 here and there. But what have you been up to? Got the skin for the new dice event. So how's everyone progressing along with that? Hey, Cardfight Geek. How's it going? It's been a while. It's been 2 days. I see. Gradually climbing on ladder. Oh, I haven't updated that picture yet. Should do that. How do I? Let's see. Been messing with Eradicators. Have you? How are you finding them? Pretty good. No? Alright, let's see if I can. So this is where we're starting at today. I switched up the picture to the left. Starting off at Legend 13. So 2-ish legends each day. Pretty decent progress, I'd say. That rhymes. It's just hard to get all the aqua. Definitely, it's hard. The good thing is with Maelstrom, it was a rank reward. So if you had the chance to rank up for that, you could get up to 4 copies if you put the effort. And then Glory, it's a good card. You can't avoid it. But it does come back in this set for better or worse. So I guess that's the caveat. Yeah, what have you been playing, Jeffrey? Having too much fun playing Liberators, so that's been my reason why I haven't been uploading. You gotta enjoy yourself from time to time, man. Right? You put in a lot of work. I see that. Cardfight Geek has quite a lot of videos actually. So if you're interested, if you need some content, go check them out. A lot of fun. I wanted to get some stuff for Genesis and got pretty much nothing. Eradicators are insane though. Definitely. It's crazy. You have everything that you've asked for and more. You've got, what do you have? You have removal. You have removal from the very beginning of the game with your starter, to mid game with Counterblast 2, and then late game with Break Ride and Gauntlet Buster and all that good stuff. You have crit pressure with Gauntlet. You have crit pressure with Descendant. You have restanding Vanguards with Descendant. You have a lot of synergy. And if you choose to play a mix of hybrid decks, you can play Desert Gunners to shut down intercepts. You can just so much stuff, so many tools in the box. Definitely can cater to your own playstyle. Xanathrion. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Let me know how you'd like to be called. I just personally can't get the will to play the game again. I got burned out from Reindeer season and only pulled for Coral. Is the game a lot better ever since MLB meta? Better or worse, I think, is subjective. Definitely, if you don't have the new stuff, you're gonna have a harder time. That's just how, most games progress, right? Because obviously they want you to pull, they want to make money, and the easiest way to do that is just make better cards. Right now, I'd say the decks aren't as linear as MLB. With more interesting or more complicated skills come more skill, I argue. Even though the general ideas like generate crit pressure or damage deny or find your winning image, all the stuff, the basics are still there, but the way you go around it is slightly different. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in any of the new clans, I see you're a Bermuda main. Next set we're getting more Bermuda support and it's actually pretty good. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested, just come back for that, right? And if you want to prepare for that, grant some packs now. Still pretty good time. Never too late to get back into the game. Uh, but I will make a prediction video. Okay, interesting. What are you gonna predict? Maybe you can do a video of your thoughts on how they'd convert the Liberator units into zero. I think that's definitely really cool, right? Like, you know, you roughly know what they're trying to do now, like with the core of the cards, right? Like with Garmor, they want to maintain that identity of being Garmor with the, you know, the intercept kind of shtick. So well, you can work on that. You can call me Xena or Zen. All right, Xena sounds cool. I'll go with that. Thanks for coming around, by the way. When G comes, skill will go beyond the power of triggers. Yes. Yeah, yes, I'd say that. If you stride, your Vanguard becomes grade 4. You get base, usually 11k, plus 15, 26 minimum. Your stride, your Vanguard generally can get even more power than just 26k. And it's just gonna go a little bit nuts. Even in the TCG, they had to fix this by generating a new type of defense mechanic with G guards. So, you know, take that for what you will. The nominal value of the power will be quite bonkers. But in this game, it matters less, right? Like, we have a lot of units that can generate huge columns, but because you can only deal 1 damage at a time, because it's not about guarding anymore, could be for better or worse. Could be very impactful, could be not. I think it's you still have to see. I think the crit value is still the most important factor right now. Xena, I took a month break and I got back into it recently and it's been a lot of fun. Definitely. New mechanic, you know, it kind of refreshes your palette for it. Everyone's learning something new, so nobody is like too tryhard yet, I think. Except me, of course, I'm super tryhard. But what can I say? Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I mean, for my lives, I generally don't put this on social media. Usually my other videos, I post them on Facebook or Reddit and Discord and stuff. But for the live stuff, it's for the subscribers, you know, the people who stick around, people who like the content, you know, say hi. Love to chat with you guys, always do. And you know that I try to, you know, comment and reply to everyone to the best of my abilities as soon as possible. Sup, Alibaba? How's it going? What has everyone else been playing? You know, I've seen some Eradicators, seen some Corals, Liberators, of course. You know, what's everyone repping? I think even in the meta, even though Eradicators is top dog, everyone's still playtesting, still trying to figure out what they enjoy, and I think that's really cool, right? Like, not gonna lie, sometimes it's not just about, you know, playing to win. You gotta figure out your own strats. With that said, though, you know, some things that I definitely do disagree with is this, right? Like, you know, mixing Liberators and Easel and some random jumbo doesn't really make sense. You can't even access Blaster Blade Liberator skill here. Guess you might be playing Ganslot to plus off that, but you know, might as well just play with the Liberator core with 4 Easels. You know, don't even play Gareth, right? Isn't there a Liberator Gareth? Play that one. Going good. Been having so much fun with Liberators. Honestly, like last stream, I said it wasn't the best Gold Paladin deck, but it's so refreshing to see these nostalgic units back in the game. I remember when it came out in the TCG, I was like, yo, Epina's back. You know, like holy crap, Blaster Blade in its former glory. Woo, Alfred, damn. So yeah, definitely very exciting. Other than Irad, still playing Coral? How are you finding Coral in this meta? Heck no. Obviously, I still play DI as well. DI, which variant are you playing? Be nice to know. I didn't roll. Oh, just do it to that heal. That hurts. DI. I really like. What's his name? the chariots, the chariot memes. Um, Ooh, no PG. Oh, that's game. I really like this skin for Aichi. He's like super chill. It's a hot day in summer, but you know, for most of us, it is winter. Unless you're like, you know, in the other hemisphere with like Australia and so, then you're getting to your summer soon. So I guess, you know, it's global after all. Gotta play to the whole, to just a wider demographic, I'd say. Alibaba, my guy. Yeah, you gotta stick with your bros, right? The double rare break ride goes pretty well with Platinum Easel. Definitely, Blueberries. If you haven't checked out the Limit Break 4 video, go do that. We haven't gotten a lot of views for that, but I was pretty happy with the video. Yeah, I mean, just talking about where the idea of Limit Break is going, I think Limit Break is actually a pretty good concept. Simply because with the original game, you know, you can argue that there's less skill with Limit Break because everyone's idea is get to 4, use skills, win game, if not lose game. And it forces the room for gameplay into a small pigeonhole of 4, 5, or 6 damage rather than from 1 to 6. But by capping those like power spikes, you make for longer games and more interesting dynamics, right? So it's a Reiji build meant to counter the Break Ride decks. Reiji with the 3 crit damage deny. Oh boy, you know, Reiji is the only one that can actually properly damage deny Break Ride decks, because with 2 crit decks now, if your opponent's playing the new Sentinels, the Sentinel will proc and they would stay at the Sentinel will not proc. Sorry, the Sentinel will not proc and they'd be put to 5 and then they can Break Ride and do all that stuff. But with Reiji, since it's 3 crit, if your opponent's at 3 plus 3 is 6, and that's lethal. 6 my fingers. 6, and that's lethal, right? So your opponent's new Sentinel will actually proc, even if they're at 3. And so Reiji, big brain moves right there, Alibaba. I like your way of thinking. I really do. It's weird, it's either really good or bad. It depends on if I can get the draws off or not. Coral, I think the good thing about Coral, like my favorite part about Coral is that it's consistent. Like if you miss the grade 2, you can fix it. But the thing is, Bermuda is already consistent as a clan with a lot of bouncing and a lot of draw. And that, you know, it's like, you know, extra on something that they're already really good at. But other clans like Genesis or like Joker that gets this ride fixing mechanic, this ride fixing ride chain, definitely very, very sweet. Yes, blueberries, it's amazing. Blueberries, I like that one. Maybe next time I should do a little crop of blueberries with blueberries in it. Who else is still winning with Shadows? I believe Shadows from time to time. There's some really iconic Shadow players in Global as well. Shiroyasha from MKWA, a rich person with all those SPs. I can't say I'm not jelly myself, but yeah, I think Shiroyasha was top on ladder for the first few days. So Shadows can definitely still do good work. AELE, you are here. It's really cool that you guys know each other now. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll always love Dark Railers and Reiji. Gotta stick with what you love. Can't afford I'm poor. Me too. Look at me playing my old decks. Everyone playing Liberators and Eradicators, and I'm like, yeah, I get you. I'm playing Liberators and Eradicators too, in my mind. What does everyone think about Dreaming Sage Koron, the Easel Searcher? Gold has a lot of good options, eh? Eradicators is out of control, lol. Actually, I'm pretty surprised. I haven't seen that many Eradicators. And a lot of them that I've seen on ladder are incomplete Eradicators, simply because Eradicators is expensive though, right? You need 12 triple rares. You know, evidently not everyone has you know, the packs or the crafting material for 12 triple rares. So you get awkward situations where, for example, you have Electric Shaper Dragon, the alternate they alternate break ride and then they ride Dragonic Descendant. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess you get plus 10, but nothing else out of that. So there's that. Cool story, bro. So here we go, Face. Face is the place. Hey, Grand Blue Gaming, you are back. How are you doing? How's the grind? Last time you said you were top 100. Are you still top 100? I'm out of that. I'm like 400th. It's oh, what is this? Why is this here? Chat box. How do I? Okay, get rid of that. There's only 2 easels until we get scissors. Easel scissors. Anyone excited for easel scissors? Easel scissors did something like counterblast 1 or 2, unlock everything. Your Vanguard gets plus 10 plus 1 crit. So you can definitely hit over numbers. You can have the crit pressure that we all know is good by now, right? Like if you crit wins games, deal more damage, win game, right? And unlocking definitely does help the Gold Paladin clan. So even if you aren't playing an easel-centric deck, I think it's still splashable in Liberators, maybe as a one-off, just because of the odd structure for grade 3s. But heck no, I pulled 5 triple rares for Eradicators. Which ones? Oh, so I'm hoping that Global does get the SP medals. Like, please. If not, then maybe I'll skip Eradicators, right? Like, might as well just skip it. It's not worth it. I don't think I have enough packs or crafting material to get to 12 triple rare. I'll just be patient. Been skipping it for 2 weeks anyways. Might as well wait for another 2 for a new set and see what happens. I prefer Kron since my Gold Paladin build focuses on running Jailer as an alt. So finding the Persona Blast is good. I agree. Like if you're playing like four Pelennor, then I think, or like if you're playing like 8 easels, right? Or if you're playing 4 Pelennor, like one of those, like, I'd say more easel focused deck, then maybe Kron is better. Koron, simply because you're playing 8 easels, you have better targets, and you don't want to add those Pelennors to your hand. But for me, I play 4 Jailer for most of my lists, and so playing the Kron, the 4K grade 3 searcher generic one, is slightly better because I'm okay with getting Jailer. Are we gonna get Phantom Blaster Dragon Break Ride in 0? That card came out in the G era, I think set 3 or set 4 of G. So it might be a bit of, it might take a little bit of time, but I'm sure it'll come to 0 eventually. Nah, I am not grinding this set. I do not actually get top 100 after the Vermilion because I think you only get 1 extra one. Yeah, so I personally, my goal is top, as long as I get 4 copies, I'm happy. Generally, I play on the side when I do some schoolwork or like work, and I get to top 500. So I'm okay with that. 2 SP copies it's pretty neat. Usually at Legend 20-ish, not 30 yet. So that's like 2 copies of the base one, 2 copies of the triple run. That's 4 copies in total, right? So that's neat. Sanctuary Alfred is better because it's a Liberator. Yeah. Sanctuary Alfred is more obviously with the Liberator name, but depends on when they come out. Oh, we're at a really bad spot. Thin our deck. I'll reply to messages really quickly. Let me finish this turn really quickly. Just gonna thin the deck out. Try to find anything that will help me push. All right, 2 heals left in the deck. So 5 and 17 would be a trigger. 2 and 17 is a heal trigger. And, our opponent did not show a PG yet, so you know, if they have a PG, they probably win. If they don't, then we still have a chance. But anyone think 400 non-rare gems for triple rare is way too much? They want, okay, at the end of the day, like, you're not gonna freeload, right? They want your money, and the best way to get rare gems, like, you know, obviously you're not gonna spend time grinding it. You just open packs, and they want you to open your packs. If they made it so it's cheaper to craft, maybe they'd give out even less packs. So it's a trade-off, and I think I'm comfortable with what we have right now. Genesis combo is OP. Which combo? Oh, by the way, how's it going, Black Ace Delta? You were here last time, and welcome back. 3 Descendant, 1 Gauntlet, and 1 Vowing. Ooh, okay, Descendant. You could try out that high roll Descendant Superior Ride 9 crit build, where you hope you pull a crit with Descendant, you proc a PG, you restand, and smash face with an extra crit. Go try that. Seems really fun. I'm pulling for Magus and Jewel Knights next set. My goal is this set is to top 500. Solid. Where are you at right now? And top 500 with DI is definitely a challenge, since not just about, you know, the deck being not as strong as the meta decks. I definitely say so, but it takes more. Okay, I'd say this. It takes more skill. It takes more thinking, and definitely the games takes more time before you know who's gonna win or lose. And so because the games take longer, you play on average less number of games than other players, and so it is harder to grind up. You know, time is a factor, right? So I think that's, if I had to play DS for top 500, I'd have trouble. But I'm not a DI main. Probably you know the clan better than I do, so I think you'd have a much better time. But it's actually pretty easy to get top 100 if you can grind half a day. But okay, reasonably, who has the time to play, you know, 12 hours a day? Right? Everyone has school or work or you know, trying to get into school or trying to get into work. You know, everyone has a life that they're working towards. So is it wrong to spend all packs now and skips at 10 and 11 to save for like Joker? It's not wrong. Hey Andy Gamer, by the way, nice to see you around. Subscribe if you haven't already, because generally these lives I don't market this. I don't know if anything in the meantime will be necessary in the future. It depends on what you want to play. Like there's definitely some meta decks along the way that you might want to pick up. Eradicators right now, Jewel Knights definitely, and then Dauntless Drive, Blockade, and Last Card Revon with the Aquaforce stuff. So if you're not interested in any of these 4 clans, or if you can build up the crafting material for these clans, realistically mostly for Kagero and Aquaforce, because it's just a few triple rares that you mainly want, then it's okay to skip. Heal trigger, please. Nope, unfortunate. Viewer fights maybe later. Juan Gonzalez. Hey Andy Gamer, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. We made the zombie work. Last time it was covered up by Ren, but appreciate it. Yeah. I got top 100 last season with primarily DI. Now that's a pro gamer move right there. You have my respect. I mean, all of you have my respect. But yeah, fuck. I can't imagine myself doing that. So major props to you, man. The Descendant combo makes me want to cry. If it works, it works. Hyrule. Hi man, I'm at work chilling with y'all boys. Yeah, let's get it. Super fun. Hey, we have 21 viewers. That's 1 more than last time. Just a fun fact. Last time we had at max 20 concurrent viewers. 21 is a new record. Good job everyone for sticking around. Super happy. I miss Chifa tournaments. I'm currently around 200 this season. Damn, dude. I'm at like near 500. Trash tier player. I don't know why, but I still play Polaris. Polaris is so neat though, you know? Who can give up on the Pepsi bear? Right? Hamuskis are super cute. So I just go full draw because I don't run full Eradicator, so I get into some situations where I can't use Descendant's ability. Yeah, that's like one of my things is like Gauntlet Buster didn't have the Eradicator limitation anymore, but Descendant still had it. which I think is fair. But you know, they definitely do need to be kept in check because after I get rads, I'm going all out on the rank and get like 2 times 100, maybe even top 10. Yo, rads are good. I'll say that. I'll say that much. Irads are good. Full stop. When Genesis gets the witches into the soul, the deck runs very well. When they fail to get the witches into the soul, it breaks hard. Yo, Ek. I remember last time you said you were missing the Shamo Mal as well, so it's even harder for you personally. In your case, that's really unfortunate. You do want to play 4/4 of those witches. Definitely want to plus while you have to pay the cost. And the power gain, the 9+3 and the 7+3 definitely does help you build up those boards. Especially during your battle phase when you use your Soul Blast skills to draw. By Soul Blasting the witches, you can actually generate a new column, right? 22k column if you have one of the grade 2 witch and one of the grade 1 witch. So you can actually do multi-attacks, which is something that I definitely missed out in my initial assessment. So definitely much more surprisingly strategic than I put credit to it. I'm climbing with Aquaforce just so that I don't feel sorry for not using the new PG. For me, I felt bad that I'm not pulling. I wanted to play with the new PG, so I used my Sentinel medals for the golds ones. But yeah, I totally feel you, man. I don't want to feel left behind in the dust, you know. So let's hit a heal. Ah, too bad. New PGs are high risk, high reward. You're guaranteeing limit break, but you're also allowing yourself to be punished to 5 in a format where explosive finishers plays are becoming increasingly common. 100% Gauntlet with that casual 3 crit, you know, no problemo. He's got to finish the game. Descendant with all that bonkers stuff. Whew, crazy. But yeah, if you're a new viewer, go check out my Limit Break 4 video. I briefly talk about the implications of Limit Break 4 and how they design it. Not a lot of people have seen that yet, so do check that out. George, okay, sorry if I mispronunciate this, man. George Osvaldo Pazos Terran. What's up, Entropy? Guess what? Your op is live and I'm watching both of you right now. Oh, damn. This guy? Oh, okay. That's neat. Welcome to Entropy. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And, you know, I guess it's a streamer's showdown, even though I don't really stream that often. I gotta go, but nice talking to you, Entropy. Yeah, see ya, man. See ya, Ekno. Go check out this channel if you have the chance to. Yep, that guy. Don't tell him to stream snipe. I didn't cover up my hand. Tell him to go away. I'm subscribed. I like your points on the views. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. If I snipe it, it means that I have to be confident in getting like boosters, right? There's only 5 out of 24 that I want. I don't want to call it PGs, so probably not worth it right now. It's Rats and GP Boy. Yay! Sorry, what's the stream schedule, AnyGamer? I am very inconsistent. I love consistent gameplay, but I have an inconsistent stream schedule. So my upload schedule right now is generally 1 upload a day, every other day. So, and if I don't upload, it means that I'm streaming. So there you have it. I usually have work or school and stuff that I am preoccupied with. So unfortunately, I can't accommodate to everyone with different time zones. and everything. But hope you all enjoy. And if you know, well, if you want to stick around, then subscribe. So and click the bell thingy. Apparently, it helps letting you get notified whenever I do stuff. Cause yeah, lives. I click live. People are come around, and then I don't really want to, ruin the pace, and just I want to stick around with you guys, right? You guys chill and talk and stuff. I think it's more fun than having too many people around. It's hard to talk to every one of you. Ek Iwanagashime reminds me a lot of Ruin Shade. It's a purple rare with a seemingly good effect to everyone is defaulting to using it, but when you try the deck in practice, it doesn't actually help the deck. Okay, who is this card? Who is Iwanagashime? Let me search it up. Card names are hard. Especially with clans that you're not too familiar with yourself. Oh, it's a Soul Blast 6. Yeah, don't spam that card. It's Soul Blast 6 is heavy. Nah, I ain't gonna snitch on nobody. Yeah, just play the game. Enjoy it. Enjoy the show. See what happens. Yeah, Break Ride into Break Ride is still good. I remember doing that often back in the day. And even in the anime, like the Aichi versus Ren fight, they were just like spam Break Ride, get plus. And do all that good stuff. The idea behind it was to blow up the front row late game. Yeah, exactly. Don't spam that. Yo, I fought you before and we were friends again, which is hype for me. Super cool. If anyone wants to add me and fight and all of that stuff, I've Discord. You can private message me and all that, and definitely we can take time to do that. And if anyone's interested, maybe in an hour-ish, we can do viewer fights. But for now, I'm gonna climb some ladder, get some of that working. This is the part where you're like, should I cross ride? Cross ride, hope our opponent doesn't have PG, but opponent didn't show anything yet. We have 3 counterblasts, so we can thin our deck of 3 cards. I think we can. I mean, we can always go back to easel, right? That's the thing. I usually go live around this time as well, but I have to delay today to finish some stuff out. I see. Well, it's super cool that you came around to check me out, and if anyone's interested, go check out Alibaba. When is your set 10 review? I can't wait for it. Glad you're enjoying it. I usually do these 2 weeks into the season. So is there PG? There is PG. So yeah, working on that gradually. Have to take some time to think about it. Definitely not as familiar with Angel Feathers and Bermuda in that set than I am with the others like Jewel Knights and previous clans. Simply because they also made some changes. I know they made some changes with Angels specifically that I will have to consider, and so that's something that I have to think about before I do anything. Typical deck out risk problems. People bring up Obogenesis. Yeah, don't spam. Think. But I know it's hard because not everyone plays 100%. So I get that too. I would like to fight you again for sure. For sure, man. Let's bring it. Round 2. I only recently made a Discord account exclusively for Romo Fight because Tachikaze just got support. Did you build Tachikaze from the new set? As someone that really likes Buster. Oh no, we're gonna die. In this case, if you have the rearguards anyways, it doesn't matter, but prioritize killing the Bowmains. They can always push up the 7k to kill the Spirit, so, and then they won't have to commit the Vanguard Sword here, right? So yeah, could be better. But Crossride enables Descendants. Crossride enables, yeah, but I mean, they break ride, you're gonna proc 1 intercept, right? You're gonna rearguard into rearguard, Vanguard into Vanguard, and then I think I'm pretty much done. So I had to go for the win there, or else I die, which is the case here. At 4 crit we don't have 4 heals, so Doesn't matter, he got lib, yeah. But the Eradicator guy already has lower break to take out the intercepts, yeah. I hadn't played the TCG in months, and because people are too thick-headed to follow my health measures locals, nowhere close to reopen. Unfortunate. That's really hard. Me and my friends generally play remote fight as well, but it's not the same, you know, when the person's not in front of you. It doesn't feel like you're interacting as much, and especially with a lot of decks doing a lot of stuff on their own turn, it definitely does feel a little bit tedious from time to time. GG, got wrecked. Damn. Gauntlet Buster with the crit. Solid. I feel you, bro. Stubborn people everywhere. Yeah. Oh no, it's here. It's here. The gauntlet. Ah. Oh well. Where's? Yo, George, go swing around over there and say Entropy said good game. And that 4 crit was I don't feel so good, man. I'll go send him my regards. If you could. Play Tachikaze forever, but I dropped the deck because Anger Blader was horrible. What? Anger Blader was so good! They had to limit it to 1. What do you mean it was so bad? Horrible as in horribly strong, or horribly inconsistent after they restricted it? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, it's a DI. Return to it with new support. I never cared much about Gaia, but the support's more interesting than whatever Anger Blader. Yeah, I agree. Anger Blader is not as fun as the other Tachi stuff, but definitely strong. I'll say that. That Aichi Lo's animation. Everyone in their childhood, if you had ice cream, right? You know, like had that moment where it's melting, or you trip and fall, and then it's like it's pretty sad. So we feel for Aichi, man. Who ice cream lives. Oh boy, a DI player. Yep. DI players, give me some advice. Do you play this card? The game's loading. Do you play Greedy Hand? Is Greedy Hand good in DI? I mean, I guess if you're not playing Reiji, maybe Greedy Hand's okay. But if you're playing Reiji, I still think that the grade 3 searcher is better, because if you don't ride Reiji, you GGWP, right? So the other TTG I played since forever is Great Nature. Great Nature is yeah, definitely fun. I like the gacha mechanic. I think we had to talk about that. He says sorry for that dirty play. That's so dirty, dude. 4 crit. Didn't even need to go there. Don't bully me. I'm a noob. Come on. OGDI, they good. Never played them, but yeah. Love their aesthetic. Remember one guy in local super loved DI and playing Amon, and definitely unfortunate that they didn't really get the support they deserved. But in terms of the lore and everything, they are super neat. Alright, let's go face. The reason why is because if our opponent sets up 3 columns, rearguard, Vanguard, I will be at 3. I have a self-damage here. I can proc easel and reset my board. So I'm okay taking 1 damage only. And if our opponent just gives us, doesn't give us the damage, then, that's even better for us. Because it means that we have more time to prep for that, those crit pressure plays later on. More leeway. Anger Blader was horrible to play. It was very poorly designed, did way too much for 0 restriction, was very abusive. What can I say? Sometimes these clans need that busted support. Some clans do not need it. Cough Lord. As a shadow player, my allegiance goes to PBD and PBO. So I didn't really play much G era Vanguard, I have to say. So I don't have a lot of nostalgia towards like Luard or whatever. But in an objective standpoint, Luard is unfun as well. TDI Mirror is scary. Greedy Hand is best starter. Is it now? Well, can you explain? Because Greedy Hand is a +2 to Soul and also puts Creeper. Okay. I see where you're coming from now. I see. That's definitely fair. Okay. Okay. Here's the 2 crit. What is this? Carriage. I think Greedy is in the turbo build. I don't know. It would be so nice if Blood was Counterblast 2. Yeah, Counterblast 3 is a bit too much. A bit way too much. But right now in this game, we are really uncomfortable. 22 viewers! We just beat our 21 viewer record. So thank you everyone for sticking around. Last stream we only had 20 people at most. So now that we have 22, we've that's a solid how many percent more than that? Is that 5%? Solid. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Whoever you are, come say hi. And we were just chilling and chatting here, so great. Go ahead. We gotta figure out that cards that bully grade 2 are unhealthy. Yeah, occasionally. I like that. I like that choice of word. Occasionally does something. Do we want the crit? Are we gonna lose this? We're probably gonna lose this game, eh? We don't have PG. The DI players using biking carriage for rear guard pressure as well as greedy hand is good for putting cards. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I'm being schooled right now, evidently, playing the better deck, but getting slammed. Oh no, it's not good. Yay, 30 is coming. Yeah, we're at 24! Another record for the books. All right, let's put that PG back inside. 1 and 5, let's go. Nah, 24 now, 24. Yes. Sadly, don't always remember that and end up doing stuff like Lord and Riviere. Riviere was like, you know, where'd that come from, right? that was so bad. Honestly, Ezel hasn't been performing that well for me this season. What can I say? We have a new top dog in the meta now, eh? We have Eradicators. All right, so here we have 2 chances for a heal, 5th damage and 6th damage. Let's make it happen. 3 heals left. So keep it going. Stream looking clean. Thank you, Juan Mango 64. Juan Mango is he's such an amazing guy. Gave me such good advice. Oh, there we go, the heal. SP Easel coming in. Here we go. Juan Mango lending some luck, giving us that heal. All right, are we going for lethal? Or do you think we have an extra turn to play with? I think we could search for, we don't have a lot of cards to thin out anymore. We have 4, 5, 6 superior call targets out of 19, so that's a third of our deck. I am comfortable going straight into Deep Plana and hoping that we can seal off the game at this point. We have a clear path. Hopefully we go, ideally we go draw trigger into PG and something, but I'm confident that we can hit at least 1 trigger this turn. Pog heal. Good player, by the way. No PG. No, that heal did not save us. Not good enough. 26. Here we go. It's going up. Could have played that a little bit. Easel is okay. Where are we? I missed the in this current meta. I prefer to run a more ragey focused deck that gets 15 as fast as possible. A profile for that deck should be coming up on my channel soon. Go check out Alibaba. Definitely knows what he's he or she or they are doing. Very good. I don't know DI enough to do any videos on DI. So yeah, like Go find other good players out there. And if you have any advice, let me know. I'm learning a lot from you. Easel's probably tier 2 high or low tier 1. Yeah, I'd say they still do what they need to do, right? But with Break Ride and more other more oppressive support, explosive support. I'd say I'll use explosive, right? You have those explosive turns where you just go like absolutely crazy. With more and more of that kind of stuff, easels, consistency, and what we used to see as explosive, like Spirit's turns, no longer on par. No longer on par. And that's it for us, unfortunately. The end of the road. We got schooled hard. Opponent didn't even get to 15 soul. Didn't need it. Feeding. We're feeding here. Alright, let's play something else. At 0 points, I really like playing like janky decks, I like having my fun. What should we play? Let's play some Tachi. Tachi. Go for lethal. Yeah, I went for lethal. The chances of hitting a trigger was pretty high, and there weren't a lot of units that I really wanted to call out anyways. So better just go for the crit, hope for a heal, maybe give me some leeway and play the game, but no PG. What do you think of the new Novas? Okay, I really like the new Novas. New Novas with Ethics Reverse was honestly one of my favorite decks in TCG. You could do like eight attacks a turn, and that was so fun. I brought it to regionals, and I really enjoyed it. But in the TCG though, by the time Reverse came out, Link Joker, Chaos Breaker Dragon came out, and that punished Reverse decks so hard. And unfortunately, I didn't do well because I had one CBD matchup, and then you lock front row. You're like, well, I only get 5 multi attacks this turn, and then when you unlock, then they Soul Blast, they plus and you minus, and then you pack your bags, and that's it. That's it for that year. Yep, there's the carriage and bike to boot. Boot. Yeah, it's over. That's that 2 crit. Ethics Plow is busted when you pulled it off, but has a lot of... Another issue I run is that early game is slower than before. Yeah, damn, the ladder is rough on Entropy. Bad. It's a bad day. It's not good. What is this? Yeah. When DI getting new support other than Reverse? I think it's Reverse. I think it's Ammon support. So if you don't have your 4 Ammons yet, go save some crafting mats for it. You definitely still want to be playing. You have a lot of good options in DI that you will be seeing in the future. Like Creeper, Dimension Creeper is always iconic, and all that stuff. So I'd recommend saving some crafting material if you haven't had that, if you don't have those yet. But Ammon Reverse is on the list of stuff too. Why are we riding this? Why are we riding this? This is not good. Can we hit a draw trigger? Can we please hit a draw trigger? Heal trigger. Okay. That works. Ammon Reverse should come in set 13. Next set. I'll be shocked if they don't. Ammon Reverse will look sick though. Definitely. Super sick. DI gets Echo of Nemesis from Fighter's Collection, and those cards are being added to regular sets. Yeah, the Fighter's Collection stuff. So what happens by the end of each era is that in the TCG you had Fighter's Collection, 1 extra grade 3 to solidify that final archetype collection, and whatnot, and usually 1 other grade 1 or something reprint of a promo or so. And it's super nice to see, like for example, we had Blueberries as an alternate break ride. So Blueberries wasn't actually part of the original set 10. yeah, so definitely very nice to see, more options in the game, and definitely a very, very nice part of it. Echo of Nemesis is essentially Glory Maelstrom. Yeah, one thing is that the Fighters Collection stuff usually comes out at the end of the era, so there's not a lot of time you could playtest those cards before we enter the next set. So definitely with them changing the release orders, you get a lot more creativity and a lot more chances to change up the meta and try out and build your own image of how you play your clan. And I love that. My boy Saber is coming out soon. I will probably get a Saber Reverse. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, they gave it crit. How did they? Why? It's like, yeah, people are probably not gonna play it because like Gauntlet Buster and Descendant still good and they have crit pressure. What if we slap crit pressure to a reverse as well? Like someone's like, good idea. Let's go do that, and then slam crits to Narukami because that's apparently their identity now. And boom, another good card. Here we go. You have to ride on top the right one. That's such a pain. Raptor garbage. EK. Go face, because this deck doesn't do anything other than that. Go face, go face. Yeah, let's get him as well. Yeah. Chaos. Chaos not good. I went back to playing G-Era briefly. And Chaos had a stride. They had stride support. And you think locking cards on board, right? That's bad. They pull random cards out of your hand and put it face down. And it's like, there, that's a good card. You can't use this circle anymore. You can't play around this because we're taking cards out of your hand and smacking that on the field, and you can't touch that circle no more. You thought you were going to guard with that? Nope. You thought you were going to attack with that? Nope. You thought you could play around me? Nope. So, but it'll take a while to get there. Yeah, reverse and chaos at the same time was no bueno. We just lost. It's okay. We were playing little Dino Tachikazes. Refreshing my palette for the game. Taking too many L's. With these like clan decks or like less meta decks, get to have some fun. But don't take it too seriously, Gonna build Saber and Glory, probably don't know. Yeah, just, why not both, right? Just play. Poor Izaki. Poor Izaki. 3 losses in a row. It's not looking good for us. What are we gonna do? It's a bad day. We've been playing for 1 hour. We're still Legend 13. Shaking my head. Weird thing about Ethics is that for some reason they want to play so slow in the early game, then end up break riding while I'm at 2 or 3 and end up running out of steam. I think you have cards like Brainy Papio. It's a grade 2 9k on hit, counterblast 1, restand something. That does facilitate early game rush. The problem with this game is because it doesn't incentivize early game play. Because you generally don't want to invest as much in the early mid game, and then because you don't require guarding to play the game necessarily, your damage checks give you +5 or +10. Early game offense is a tough nut to crack. It's hard to do, and generally it's more risk than reward. So, yeah, I'd see why. It's it can be a little bit more passive than it used to be in the TCG. Along the main support, yeah. The Fighters Collection stuff is being released with the main support. Again, everyone who's joining us today, I see some fluctuating viewer counts. If you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button, hit the bell. For my videos, generally I put that in Discord and Facebook and like Reddit and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But for live, I generally want to save it for the people that are subscribed, people who are sticking around, because, well, it's nicer to have a smaller count of people. It's easier to manage the chat, And I primarily want to take this time to talk to you guys and get to know you all. But you know, if you want to come say hi, go do that as well. Definitely like that. Now, reverse bosses for decks that didn't had them before, giving you more options. Locking from hand is one of the dumbest ideas ever. It's this, no. I would love Nemesis for DS so much. Me too. I think always better to have a little bit more spice, you know? Drawing 5 grade 3s in a row? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I misplayed. I should have called the 9K to the rear guard, so my 8K could actually hit. So my 8K could build a 12K column. My 9K can hit 9K. But what can you do? Funny thing is, I've never played the real game, so every set of JP for me is like, whoa, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. And I'm just shocked every set. I think, you know, like, oh, great stuck. Let's go. Or maybe saving up the soul. Maybe giving me a chance. You know, it's like, Entropy, I know you're a bad player, so here, have a crutch. I'm gonna go great stuck just for you. But yeah, I think that's super. Ouch. That's super cool that we have a lot of players that actually haven't experienced Vanguard. And I think the good thing about Zero is that we can start at 0. Start from scratch. We can go through the entire journey all together again, from start to finish, hopefully, and see how far we have gone. Because it's 10 years, right? It's more than that. So, how many Diamantes do I play? I play 4. But evidently, I've drawn 3. Just not good. Not good. Shorario, Maelstrom. Ikuzo. That's not good. Gotta set up those intercepts. Imagine set 13 for DI drops the main and reverse. Now Nemesis, sorry, not the main. Reverse Amon as the triple red Dentarian is double, or I would lose it so hard. Yo, honestly, Game Studio, recognize that perhaps DI is not the most consistent. We can give them some buffs, right? Like, you know, Reiji went from 10K to 11K. And you know, your chariots had that mechanic of going back to the deck, helping you deal with that deck out situation. So, you know, if they added those cards and gave them buffs, I would be very happy. Ripple still haunt many G era players' dreams, but if you look at the first wave, you might not get why. So, Stride required your opponent to be at 3. And then you could stride. Oh no, they're gonna wipe the front row. But Ripple Rush is something that, like, it's like, you know, you only go to grade 2, you rush your opponent down, you choose when to go into grade 3, you choose to stride or use that Persona Blast skill, or Legion, and then you win game the GGWP. I played that deck in my regionals too. Not gonna lie. Pretty dirty. Didn't top, but it was really fun. Any tips of getting over a ranked lock? I win a few, then lose a few. The climb is rough. Theoretically, as long as you have a 50% win rate up until Legend 20, you will get up eventually. As you can see right now, I've been winning and losing nonstop for an hour now. Sometimes you just can't avoid it. Go take a break. Sometimes you just get tired. You skip through some decision points. You're not thinking as clearly. And that definitely does happen to all of us. So take a break. I say take a break. You know, you deserve it. And take it easy. It's just a game. But yeah, nice to meet you some more. Hope I got your name right. If I butchered it, I apologize. Names are hard. Right after you lose, maybe stop for a few minutes and then try again. Yeah, just take. Hello man, could you please show your actual gold paladin? What do you mean actual gold paladin? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard, right? Like, you know, you either win or you lose. So just. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. That's super cool. Definitely happens to all of us. Anthony Gonzalez. Yeah, I mean, like, for now, I'm playing a mix of the stand variant and the draw variant, but still testing. I'd say I don't know which variant I prefer now. The stand variant definitely does take less thinking. It's more, but it's also less pressure. You know, it's like your opponent knows that you're playing 9 draws, so they're comfortable being at 4 and all that stuff. So it depends on what decks you're seeing on ladder right now. But, no specific actual list. God, it doesn't matter. They were not grade 2s anyways. You played for 1 hour is better than you not playing 30 minutes. So yeah, keep going in. I mean, positively thinking, I'm earning VP. At the end of the day, I don't ranked is okay, but 21k column is not good. We need to hit a heal. We have 4 in 19. That's 20%. More than that. Can we do it? It's higher odds than hitting a triple rare. Come on. Nope. I'm using the critical version. The critical version, I can show you the list that I'm net decking. Heal trigger. Awesome. Hey Juan Mango. Yeah, I'll see you later, but thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate your efforts in building this community and helping out other content creators like myself. Very, very nice of you to spend your time doing that. And yeah, everyone go check him out. Super solid guy. Very entertaining streams as well. So go do that. All right, Alibaba. See you later as well. And thanks for stopping by. Very nice. Oh, sorry. Hold up, fam. Let me do this turn. Attack, attack. Okay, I want to do this. So I hit 21k column. So even if our opponent hits a trigger, we can still get past that with this. He plays a lot of easel, stand crit. His crit kind of seems OP, but yeah. Yo, good happening. Oh, another draw too. Oh, no more heals. All right, we go face. We got him. Got him. Finally got him. Get over the slump. You know. What you do when you're losing? Play meta decks. What you do when you're winning? Play meta decks. Okay. If you like winning, go do that. Existence Angel. For me, because mainly I played the Japanese game, so a lot of the card names are actually new to me. Like especially with the clans that I'm not maining or the sets that I didn't really pay too much attention to. So it's always nice to see especially the name and the lore. What is it called? Oh, what's that text dude called? The subtext? Super fun. Okay, I'm back. Had to do a couple things. How's ranked been? Ranked's been hard, man. Ranked's been hard without y'all. You know, viewer counts going down, rank points going down. It's not that nice. Hasn't been nice to me. But we got our first W back. So I guess since the last hour, we went up by positive. Net payoff is positive 1 ranked points. You know, we started with Legend 1324. Now we're at Legend 1325. I think I have some cards of Aqua, but not pretty sure. Just dropping in before heading to bed. Probably lurking for the rest. Lurk around, stay around, come join us. I'll try to stay less excited then. So we don't ruin your sleep. But Anthony, what decks are you playing? Flavor text? Oh yeah, flavor text. There we go. That's the word. Thank you, Raphael. Yeah. Let's play greedy. I always do this just cause I love the animation. It's not the best play. Don't do this, but like that little like lance, yo. Like clearly some are really lazy, right? Like some are like 3 balls and like pound, you know, in Pokemon terms, it's like pound and stuff. But there are some really cool ones here and there. Those like lasers, those lasers are cool. There's like different color lasers too. I think Glory's one is like yellow, and then all that. The slashes are pretty lazy as well. But the Mega Colony ones are super cool with the little bugs. Yeah. Has Mega Colony or Neonectar ever been meta? Yeah, fortunately, I'll have to say no. But they always had the neat, interesting mechanics. They always had their fans, which I respect. Showdown you, Storm. Better in hand than a whiff teal. Nah, it's okay. Living next to the main rail station hearted me. Oh no. Yeah. It's how it is. Guess I'll try to stay hyper for everyone else then. Well, you have enough boosters to do that risk play, so. Grand Blue exclusively Gold Paladin, not because I'm a fan of anything, just because they drop so many copies for me. They drop so many. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, like there's different approaches to the game, right? Especially if you're a free-to-play player, sometimes you just don't get to pick and choose what clan you play. They pick and choose what clan you play. But it's always nice, I guess, even if you don't like, you know, really thought you'd enjoy that clan. Sometimes you might change your mind, right? After playing it, you might see it in a different light. You get more insights into how you can play around that clan when you're facing it with your main clan now. So definitely always nice to have something else to switch up your palette when you get bored with the game sometimes. New stuff is most of the time good stuff. Megas was meta when Ghidorah came out. Late G era, a lot of the stuff was pretty broken though. It was like a set by set basis, a clan by clan basis. A lot of the stuff was pretty bonkers. So definitely, that's a good point, George. Yeah, I have 4 navels for Aquas. That's about it. I'm guessing you got everything. I got everything, man. You don't need to ask. I try-harded in ranked. I got my Maelstorms, and that's basically it. Got my glories. But yeah, 4 nasal. Unfortunately, I got 4 nasals as well. I play tested it for a long time, but I personally did not enjoy it. No. We're gonna cross ride. We're at 5. Our opponent has a Diamantes. I think this is the better play. Not necessarily need to use the counterblast, but primarily cross riding for the cross ride number. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, I'm so behind on the chat now. I'm so sorry, everyone. And I stuck on gold and I'm bored. Well, you know, Spike Brothers Clan event is coming out soon, so you can look forward to that. George, also earlier when the machining got their G support. Ooh, yeah. There's just so many hidden gems, you know? If you didn't play through it, like myself, I didn't play through the entire G era, so I won't know as much. Play through the entire of the original Vanguard series though. So I will know more about that, but definitely will have holes in knowledge about the G era stuff. So thanks for helping out the chat. Maybe if you can play Eradicators, big if, but yeah, Easel is alright, just to, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. Grand Blue, they gave me so many cards on Narukami too. X, you got Erad. Is Narukami viable? Eradicate. Okay, Anthony, Eradicators, or Narukami is more than viable. Even if you're not playing Eradicators, you know, Vermilion is still pretty good. Dungri is still very strong. Eradicators is the best variant right now, but overall, you have so many good choices in terms of just raw quality of the cards. It's really good. So let me know what you have right now, and even if it isn't like an Eradicator deck, we can still figure something out for you. G-Era, when you play something new or pretty much limited. Yeah, well, at a certain point of the game, that's how it is, right? It's about the end of the era. They want to generate sales. They want to pump it up before they transition to make it look, to make it they're confident that they can move into even if it's a slight dip, they're still comfortable with what they have so far, in terms of money. So that's just how the game works. Even right now with V-Era, once they announced Overdress, even before that, every single set it's new meta, new meta, new meta, new meta. So what can I say? They're gonna milk it before the end of the era, and then rotation, right? Whether they're gonna rotate or not, we can't confirm anything. But the idea is to make it standard and easily accessible, right? Is it standard and easily accessible if they kept the current standard format? I don't think so. So that's just my opinion. Erads is the best deck right now, yeah. Narukami is broken, dude. Erad's Blood and Unlimited are all good decks, not the records, everything except the... Play Dungri then. Anthony, play Dungri. And if you're interested, there's so many... there's someone's list that I really liked. But you can check out Mr. Pooptato. No, not Mr. Pooptato, just Pooptato. He had a pretty good list with a mix of with Vermilion as the heal trigger instead of the Jin. That lets you deal with those like pesky double intercept turns. So you can try that out. Why isn't Nubatama and Murakumo one clan? They literally have the same... Okay, I feel like I have to talk about the Nubatama story. So, Nubatama is hand destruction. The short version, Nubatama is hand destruction. They came out set 1. Bushi was like, oh shit, that's too OP. Stop supporting it. They got Murakumo instead. With the ninja thing, but like instead of doing hand destruction, they had Kagebunshin, like duplication. And then eventually they revisited it because Nubatama was still there. And I guess at a certain point in the game, where we are right now with the Break Ride era, that they are comfortable with hand destruction, then they brought Nubatama back. So it was a timing problem. It was too early for its own time. That's why. Then you can try Erads because they get a lot of support in the future. I am gonna save for premium medals. Yes, save for SP medals. Suffer with me in that waiting for SP medals mood. And hopefully we'll do a pack opening in like slightly over a week. You can see what's gonna go on. Then you can play Mr. D2 or Vermilion. Mr. Dungri. You can go for other cards. Let me see my account right now. Yeah, Granbull Gaming got top 100 in the Narukami season. Narukami main, by the way. So go ask him for more help. I have 0 wins with Narukami, so probably not the best source for advice in terms of Narukami. But I can tell you what I'm having trouble playing against, and that's definitely Eradicators, that's definitely Dungri, and that's definitely Vermilion. Jewel Knights, are you playing our BlueStacks or Nox? I am playing on AirPlay, playing on my phone right now. I have BlueStacks installed, but I don't know if my computer can handle it. It's a laptop, so. And I actually emailed Bushi about using emulators before, and they were like, in a pretty threatening manner, like, yeah, you do not use emulators and everything, violation of terms and conditions or whatever. So, Oh, should we went with... Oh, no, misplay. Should have went with... Should have rolled Glory. Went for Lethal. Oh, the blood is good. Why? Okay, my curse is that they gave me 4 platinums and Floor the Blood. did I swing at? No! No! You swung at Blaster Blade. Why would we do that? We don't do that here. Oh well. What did I do? Facepalm moment. My curses that gave me 4 Platinas and 4 of the blood, and they're endgame cards. Well, you know. When play with the hand that you're dealt. Why liberators with easel? Yeah, same sentiment. Same sentiment. Why liberators with easel? Play liberators as liberators and play easel with easel, right? Don't mix and match stuff. Hybrid decks generally don't go well. Blood is good too. Vermilion got the top in the tournament. Good results when it came out, but not so much now. Yeah. New players don't know. No, Nubatamers would think even though they only had like 5 cards. Yeah, they only had 5 cards. There we go. Grand Blue, yeah, but you don't need so many copies of them. Overlord Mr. Invincible was just an oppressive deck when the game first came out. Yes, so Overlord costed 3 Counterblast. Mr. Invincible was the only card that helps you unflip Counterblast, other than through heals. And so, spam Dragonic Overlord, you know, plus, and or pull out shield and all that, and that would work. What should we do? Wait, what did you do? 4 of the 2. Weird champ. And I'm the Eradicator from before you. You may have lost, but you get a new sub. Yay! Go subscribe. So, Ozito Peru? Ozito. Names are hard. I'm so sorry. I know it's rude. I have it tough as well. But you know, like, yeah. As long as it's not like an English name, it's always hard for everyone. Yeah, so I'm really sorry, but that was a good game. You can play the blood, it's not that bad. How can any clan in this game be good without retire or lock? In a pure theoretical standpoint, plussing and minusing should be equal, and you should want plussing, right? You should want plussing because it means that you're thinning your deck, you're doing stuff that's building on your winning image. Minusing means that you're deterring your opponent, but it's matchup specific, right? Like what you're retiring and what you're doing. The problem with Vanguard is because you're limited to 6 Vanguard and rearguard circles. What that means is that plussing has its limitations while minusing doesn't, right? If your opponent doesn't play anything, then you don't need to minus them, which is inherently a plus, right? You don't have to use your skills. And also in this game, specifically Vanguard 0, the only 2 ways to guard is with front row rearguards, grade 2s, or with sentinels. So retiring is just so much better than when superior calling. That some cards like Alfred give me the big question mark. Why? Why's Alfred Counterblast 3? What were you thinking, man? Risers, do you have an Ethics Buster deck? Sumar, I do not. I haven't rolled a single pack of the new set. Gonna wait for the SP medals. Hopefully they have SP medals. But if not, then I guess I'm not. Because ethics is a rank reward, right? So I can be patient. Hunt Ethics Blau with Risers. I saw on Reddit someone had a riser list with ethics, but I think it works better when the mulligan guarantee mechanic comes out, because you probably want to play less. You're more consistent with the riser write up, and so your perfect riser along with the ethics buster and all that. It's more consistent, I'd say that. Play an automated deck, you have a lots going on to focus on gameplay, Lamau. Usually when I play, I'm doing like work as well, working on different stuff. So I'm kind of used to multitasking. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Just gotta play less big brain decks, you know. So yeah, probably play less Aquaforce and play something that I'm more familiar with. Super We're gonna hit a trigger here. Why? We only saw 2. Give it to me. I think Salome and Ashley are both triples. Yeah, they're both triples. Ashley is. I think the. Yeah. One of them is a reward. So you theoretically only need 4 to craft 4 triple rares. So that's nice. But there are some definitely some double rare Jewel Knights that you do want. So there, yeah. Oh yes, Alfred was CB3 to call something that can be killed by Berserker CB2. And Draconic Overlord is CB3 plus 5. Lose Twin Drive, but it doesn't matter if it's a rearguard circle. And because you can't guard, you can't block that hit kind of combo. So when Draconic Overlord was here in the first set, you know, that was pretty imbalanced. Royals needed help. Jewel Knights tend to play for Ganslot and Salome, and 3 Ashley and 2 Julia. I'm not that familiar with Jewel Knights, but yeah, I've seen through JP player lists, and you know, it's always nice to have triggers that go back to deck. So Ganslot, on demand, Blaster Blade retires are always good. Play what you want, dude. Like, what do you like to play or want to try or find cool? Yeah, play what you want. I think that's the best way to enjoy the game. And then famous aspect of the Break Ride era was that the top dog decks were very control heavy. I think for better or worse. Do you like the Break Ride era so far? What do you think of it? JP players chime in, you know, like you have the foresight, you have 3 sets of experience ahead of global players. You have seen more of what the Break Ride era has brought to Vanguard 0. So yeah, let's talk about it, right? Like, which era did you like? You know, the base set all the way to MLB, the N, Overlord, PBO, the Asia circuit set with Limit Break introduced with Platina and Dungri and all that stuff, or the Break Ride era, right until Link Joker, I'd say, because Link Joker is a turning point in power scaling again. I can actually possibly build Nova this set, but I want Erad. Go face with the crits, boys. Anthony, best bet. Best deck probably you can build right now is Nova, Erad, and Aqua, but this set, if you don't... Yeah, if you're gonna pull this set specifically, your best bet is Eradicators, but it's expensive. It's 12 triple rares. Novas are good, but they're inconsistent. So especially if you're a new player, it's gonna be hard. We go face. Asia circuit was the best, except for set 8. The last set of the last set of every era is when the power scaling goes a bit bonkers though. So tendency to wrap things up, you know. I think Break Ride is it's like a weird race. Either rush so early you have enough life to live the Break Ride turn, but if they get even 1 heal, it swings the tide totally. Yeah, I think Break Ride was definitely more fun or less crazy in the TCG because you have more interaction. You're able to play around like guarding with these crit pressure and all these big weird, you know, explosive skills, which you can't really do in 0. You just have to sit and hope for a heal a lot of the time. But yeah, I think the good thing is that there is more skill in that regard with maintaining your own tempo, playing the game you want to play. You know, do you damage deny? Do you push? Do you stall? What do you do? What do you do depending on your own deck, depending on the matchup, depending on the players? I think there's arguably some skill there as well. Wee! It's a VP farmer! I love this. I'll take this. I don't even know what's gonna come because I never played the real card game, so it's like new cards for me every set. It's fun so far. Definitely. And some of my videos definitely are more catered towards these new players as well. But obviously Grand Blue Gaming, you know what you're doing. Top 100 is no easy feat. So yeah, there are some TCG that's hard to figure out how they would be translated to 0. Omega Blenus will be one of them. Yeah, like how, because especially with Glendios, I recall when I played it, you had a lot of grade 3s, not a lot of grade 2s and a lot of grade 1s, but with the mandatory restriction with the ratios, 13 grade 1, 13 grade 2, 13 grade 3, how do you go, yeah, you gotta think about what they're gonna do with the ratios, man. You wanna play a lot of reverses and take advantage of Worldline Dragon. Hey Entropy, hey Maelstrom Win, how's it going? I remember you. What set are you going in hard? I am going in hard. Going in hard with the SP medals for this set. Oh no, misclick! Should have been the Masquerade. Whatever, it's a VP farmer. We solid. If they have all the other cards of Aquaforce except Diamantes, is it still viable? You want your Diamantes. You don't have good alternatives to it. The other options, more budget options, like Benedict, they all require hitting Vanguard, but they don't have the skill to ignore intercepts, right? So to enable your 4th attack, it's either Diamantes or Basil, realistically. So without Diamantes, your deck is going to be not good. I'll say that. So unfortunately, you do want your 4 Diamantes. And I definitely prioritize that over like a base Maelstrom as well, if you could choose. Hey Shirayasha, how's it going, Shirayasha? If we mentioned you just now about our fight, you know, Shirayasha with the full SP Shadow Paladin deck, repping the Shadow Boys, and was on top of ladder. I remember seeing you on top of ladder in the first few days, so that's very neat, cool. Gonna be hard without any TRs in any TR. What's TR in Aquas? Yeah, the TTG is early farm, then take damage to stay at 4, stay at 4, 5, stay loose hand. Got it. Yeah, so like I see where the Limit Break design is coming from. Like I see where they're coming from. They want to make it so. They want to make it so that there's like, you know, there's early game and there's a catch-up mechanic, right? There's like, you know, oh my god, you're at 4 early game, you can still turn it around, right? Break ride, limit break, boom, win the game right there. But the problem is everyone's just like, oh, take damage, and then the game officially starts at 4 is what ended up happening. For better or worse, I think that's just how the meta game evolved too. Because why wouldn't you play optimally, right? They're kind of mad. Another Gonzalez. All the Gonzalez. All right, Shadow Boy is doing good work. See, this is it. I blame Vanguard for not giving me Diamantes. Diamantes, yo. Because most skills can't get skills without the G1 card can be a replacement though. But that card can't go through intercepts, right? If I recall. I'm gonna buy it. Craft it, yeah. Take some time, craft that card. You're probably gonna play it. Someone asked like, oh, how many 4th attack enablers do you still need in the future? While some support may not need it as much, you're still gonna see Maelstrom in lists because Maelstrom Reverse is coming soon. So you're probably gonna play, you know, base Maelstrom. And cards like Tetra Drive still requires 4th attack. So you probably still want your 4 Diamantes. I'd say that much. I disagree with the two Diamantes. I think with two you are still quite inconsistent. Of course, everyone has a budget, right? Like in an ideal world, I want four copies of everything, but we're not living in a perfect world. We have only so many cards in our account. So play with what you have, and if you enjoy it with what you have so far, then spend some time crafting it. But especially, yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, I play 4 Diamantes and 2 Basil. Um, yeah, I mean, Basil. I think the grade 2 slot. I think you can play 6. I think 6 is fair, but if I could choose, I play 7. I'd say 7. The thing about Basil that people play, the reason why most people play it at 3 is because of its 8k base. It can't hit its own like grade 2 counterparts. So if it was your your second attack behind the Diamantes or Basil again, it's an 8k. It needs to hit something, right? Usually it needs to hit an intercept. So the 8k doesn't really cut it, and that's why people don't play 4 of Basil. Basil might get dropped in Ripple and Transcore Glory, but Diamantes as the heal trigger is still too good as an extra attack to not play in that variant. Definitely. Yeah, I think Raphael got it on point. Basil's low base attack definitely does hinder it from being as effective, though as iconic as it is. Easel is totally free, less power too, don't like it. I don't know how he was free. It's okay, he'll be back. All the rank rewards are gradually coming back to the B coupon. And so for example, this month we saw Dragonic Overlord and Blaster Blade, Season 2 and Season 1 respectively of Vanguard 0. So if you wait just a little bit, if you're patient, you can grind for some of those tournament coupons, and maybe you'll get your original easels by the time Easel Scissors comes around into play. Anyone else grinding for Revengers in 3 months? Count the number of Rens and Shadow Paladin mascots we have on the screen. I think you got your answer. 8k trash, me like Naru don't like 8k trash, the hell. What? 8k trash? Where? What 8k trash? Yeah, playing the generic 8k? What? Easel is an unfair card that gives you too much advantage. I have 3 copies of Blondie Easel. I think that's good enough, you know? Ideally, again, like ideally we'd have 4, but not everyone can get all the pieces, right? So play with what we have so far, and then if you have the time and chance, then craft them later on if you really enjoy the deck. But if you're patient, it'll come back in the tournament coupon thing. So let's wait and see, I'd say. I buy it them. Okay, so you can always, yeah, definitely craft it. That's a good thing, right? So Easel Dex itself is free rank rewards. Chrome Jailer is craft only. Yeah, it's not gonna be a reward Chrome Jailer, so. Yeah, ideally, if you're gonna choose to play Jailer, you want to play 4, or play it at the one of as the crit enabler in the late game. But playing 2 or 3 copies is really odd and awkward. Do you wait for the Persona Blast to transition? It's so personally, if you're playing Chrome Jailer, play it at 1 or play it at 4. What do we do here? I got 3. Anthony, bro, what do you have? Easel is coming back. Get it this time. Maybe I have. I'm just. No, well, like a lot of the things, especially if you're not familiar with the game, and honestly, there aren't a lot of good places to direct new players, especially. There are a lot of good resources, but for example, the wiki, it's not like completely updated. So like I just wish that there's a better platform for people to get more resources. I understand like not everyone wants to go watch a video, like not everyone has time to go spend waste time on YouTube or whatever. So sometimes you want to read articles on the go, and we don't have a lot of that yet. So. Shirasha, so happy to see you climb with shadows. They are so good to climb with. Just hit Legend 42. Legend 42? Bro, that's like more than 3 times my rank. Insane. Insane, mad lad. I had to switch 3 account because I had no influence touch. Yeah, like if people knew more about rerolling and all that, your quality of life would have been so much better, But, I like the way you dissect this errad so cleanly. Oh, thanks, man. I had to focus though. Like sometimes it's hard to play and talk and read the chat and all that stuff. Honestly, so. But I mean, 8K be Echo because I have 3 copies of Long Useless, so I need 1 more. Yeah, just 1 more. It's easy, right? Just play the 3 that you have right now. And then pick up the last one, crafting, or just wait for it. You always have a chance. Don't worry about it, Anthony. You can play. It's still good. It's still definitely gonna be a good deck. And Entropy, Hisham, how's it going? Entropy, what do you think is the best way to do character fights, focusing on 1 clan or more? Depends on what you want. I didn't do the specific maths. For me, for example, I 100% want to get Norakami. I will clear the super hard and hard every day. I will do at least 1 super hard for 3 other clans that I'm interested in. Because you want the 4 normal or more different character fights to get those the 1/5 of the pack. And then, hold up, friends. Let me finish this turn. Better safe than sorry. We're hitting with rear first, so even if our opponent hits a heal, they'll be at 21, right? And then that means that our 23 with 2 crit can hit over it. And they only had 2 heals left, so if they hit the 6 damage heal, they'd only have 1 heal left in deck. Our 23k 2 crit will beat, even if your opponent hits the second 6 damage heal, they'll lose because they don't have enough heals to beat that. So that was a rank up fight, so a bit more serious there. Think about what you want to play 3 sets earlier and get what you plan for the deck. Let me just go to... Duke was so good. I have 3 of the Duke Chrono, and I have a full set, never tried it though. I need 1 copy of Easel and 1 copy of Chrome Jailer. Yeah, 3 of each is Persona Blast. Yeah, Chrome Jailer is the Persona Blast. For me, look, I want to play Errats, so I clear up all the very hard and hard. I clear up one of, Nova's, Kagero, I think, and Shadows. And then what I do is if it's the drops guaranteed, after I've finished my runs of very hard and hard, if it's a drops guaranteed of a clan that I want in the future anyways, then I'll do it. I'll do it anyways. Because it's guaranteed, right? Like, unfortunately, we don't have double drops anymore, so you arguably have less flexibility with what you're playing with. But like, if you're gonna use it in the future anyways, then might as well. I need. No, we have stamina. Shoulda took the stamina first. I started playing from the second season of Set 4 after doing just one reroll. 4 MLBs and 50 packs. That's crazy. I took like, how many packs did it take me? It took me my 1/50th pack to get my first MLB. And then at that point, by my 200th pack ish, I got my 4 copies. But but yeah, that's very lucky, man. In Feiho Gaming. All right. I'm gonna stay, but the deck is so inconsistent. If you find it inconsistent right now with the 3 easels, because that's your primary ride target, I suggest you play the superior ride. That does make the chance of going into easel much higher. Yeah, because like literally the chance of you drawing into easel is quite literally lower right now, right? So who's that? Who's Ghost Panther? Sure, add me. Anyone who want to add me, go do that. Where? How do you find my? Yeah, that's my code, by the way. So. Could teach me how to beat the very hard Aichi of Gold Paladin. If you want to beat very hard, generally it's just play any deck with 9 crit and autoplay. For me, I like playing, if I want to play manually, I like playing Aleph. It's a weird pick. But what Aleph does is you get to superior ride, you get +3/+1 crit, and then its skill is if you have these cards in your soul, you can soul blast them to get unflip everything. So you could theoretically get a 3 crit Vanguard by superior riding and being at 4 damage. And so you could monk ass and get some sweet W's with this easily. If not, then any deck with 9 crit will do. Any deck that can generate crit pressure will do. But just even create elementals with 9 crit definitely does work. With Gold Paladin, you might want to play. I mean, with Gold Paladin, I literally just did create elementals and 9 crit. So nothing much for that. How many gacha packs do I have? I will check that out right now. This is Bait Banner with the Maelstrom. Who wants the Maelstrom? I'm at 288. 188 and 18676. So that's around 360 packs. Yeah. I only have MLB. MLB is still solid though. But I just want to be called a degenerate for playing MLB on ladder, Like MLB with this card, you have Trumpeter into Spirit, snipe something, and Alfred used to be Counterblast 5 combo with the Blaster Blade, but now you can Counterblast 4 to eliminate something. So it's still good. I'll play 1 game. My plan is to save for Revengers for like Joker, then stay Revenger Abyss first half Legion, switch to the Great for last bit of Legion, build Gear Chronicle for G, then switch to... If only I could be such a planner, man. I'm very short-sighted. I'm like, ooh, Shadow Paladin, ooh, Shadow Paladin, play Shadow Paladin. It's gotta... Do you need any old triple rare for Descendants or all new cards? Mainly new cards. Mainly new cards. There's some like picks that you can play, but the optimal build for especially Descendant, because it wants Descendant names, right? For your skills. Then you would want most of the new stuff. Definitely. So if you're gonna play Descendants, as long as you have 4 Vowing Swords, as long as you have 4 Gauntlet Busters, if you have 4 Dragonic Descendants, then you're good to go. You're good to go. Do you need every season VP reward is 26 packs. Rank to 30 gets you about another 20 something. Every new season is 15 packs. So calculate around 100%. Yeah. Gems excluded though. Oh, I mean, yeah, rank to 30 gets you, yeah, because you include the gems, right? So that's good. Good math. Quick maths. Well, the first game you're playing as MLB, the opponent comment was MLB takes no skill. I didn't even notice that. It's really funny. Huh. I beat MLB with Mervillion. MLB is, yeah, MLB not so great right now. MLB is solid. MLB is solid. Obviously, there is changes in the meta. With the new Sentinels, MLB definitely got weaker. But the good thing about MLB is that the games are really fast. You know if you win or you lose really quickly. And while the win rate's not like 60% or something, or 70% like it used to be, still 55% win rate with faster games means you get more points per hour, right? So in ladder play, I think it's still pretty good. In tournament play, where it's best of 3, you have a time is not a big factor. It's not about speed, it's about accuracy. Then MLB maybe not your best pick. But always play Shadows no matter what. Shadows is a well, what can I say? I like my edgy boys. All right, Blaster Dark. Show us. Grace us with your presence. I might say for them too, they look cool as hell. Yeah. And personally, I thought Link Joker was going to be really oppressive, but according to the JP players and different fight and whatnot, they're like, Revengers is better. And what can I say? Music to my ears. Raido. Not going to use the counterblast because we might as well save that too. If we top deck Star Call, Trumpeter or something, counterblast 2 can still fetch us the Blaster Dark instead. And I'd rather get that than a little bit of extra damage. Why? What? What? Why? Here, look. Drive check, Blaster Dark. Drive check, Blaster Dark. Drive check, Blaster Dark. Blaster Dark is not getting me right now, man. Communication error, language barrier. Maybe he speaks like Japanese or something, or whatever Cray language. Okay, then they look cool as hell. So anyone want set 11 Kagero mains, or you guys jump to Revengers? I am probably not gonna pull for set 11, but I will have the crafting materials ready for Dauntless. So that's my strategy. Because there are better alternatives, like there are grade 1s that are better for that deck, but I don't really feel inclined to open packs just for some rares and double rares. I have my Berserk Dragons, I have my Bellicosity Dragons, I have my Strike-In, so I'm good to go. Should have discarded with Maiden? I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, probably if you wanted to get to the MLB faster, then yeah. Revenge for me, I have 0 things for Kagero. Is there going to be a clan event this month? Yes, in a week's time-ish, we will be seeing Spike Brothers Part 3. So, if you want to know what's going up, you can check out the, I'm going to shuffle the deck because we want the Blast Strokes. We're going to get the, oh yeah, check out my set overviews. Usually I go through the calendar of the month. So that is useful. That can be useful. Do we snipe them? You don't get the power plus. I'm going to skip set 10, going to open set 11 and 12. Yeah, I mean, Jewel Knights is definitely a fan favorite though. So if you're okay with missing that, then... Or are we... Is this... We're out of Blaster Blades though. We're out of Blaster Blades though. Alright, clear path to face. Spikes. Yeah, that's right. Hisham got me. Do it. Yeah, another clan event. If you're a new player or you want to get your friends into the game and, you know, like they don't know what clan they want to play, then recommend them start a new account when Mirakumo comes out. You have a lot of new clan levels when you make your new account. When you do through your character fights, you're going to level up real fast, get a lot of stamina, get those tickets for Mirakumo. Open Mirakumo. Mirakumo is really good for a clan event. For one single set of clan support, they have topped. So personally, I think that, you know, Spikes is like, you know, what's mostly recognized as the best clan event. Yes, that's true, but it required 2 sets of support to become top tier 2, right? But Mirakumo, 1 set of support did the same thing. So definitely, I think Mirakumo is the way to go to get your. I don't like this. Are we abandoning the MLB? Might as well, right? Might as well. Don't have a lot of room to play with anymore. We're gonna play Vanilla Guard. I don't want to drop and draw with Lian, because if we draw into a grade 1, for example, then we can't even crack the intercepts unless we hit a trigger. So always put the grade 2 in front of the boosters rather than the grade 3s, because your opponent has to hit the grade 2s, but they don't have to hit the grade 3s. What that sometimes means is that you will have a column that's clogged. That's good, because every single turn that the card is in the field, it means advantage, right? But it means that your formation is less flexible, in my opinion. So for my playstyle, I like to set up my grade 3s in isolated columns. If I have a booster and one single booster only in the corners, I put a grade 2 in front of it. I'm going to open for Jewel Knights because I don't want anything else. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say definitely true. The good thing, if you are a Jewel Knights main, or if you are a Celestials main, the Angel Feathers, if you are a Bermuda main, or if you whatever, then you can wait for the clan rate ups. So they're dual rate ups, which is interesting take on it. Yeah, see, right now it means that I can have space for this booster, for this column. The grade 3 generally can hit numbers by itself, but your grade 2s might be lower power, right? Like Starcall Trumpeter, or if you want that space for a grade 1 booster, you can still do that. So, it does come in handy. Do you need old stuff for Avengers? Maybe that. Maybe in the mains, maybe cards. Other than that, no more, nothing else. Because you want your Revenger names, so. Oh no, if our opponent has a grade 3, then we lose. Because if they break ride, they get Liberator, Counterblast 2, pop the Spirit, and then we die. 100%. Yeah. Okay, we're at 5 points. We donate those 5 points. And OTT, yeah, that's the 4th clan. I want to play Magus, but if I get Royals, I don't mind playing Sanctuary Guard if that guy just happens to fall into my hands. Sanctuary Guard is an interesting case. Fortunately, it's not that good. But look behind you. Ripperoni, pepperoni. That's a big L. Yeah, I guess I will do the raid up for Jules. Nice. That sounds like a plan. Yeah. The good thing about it's a VP farmer. Got rewarded for playing Brain Dead. The good thing about the next set for set 10 is that it's isolated. What that means is, like, for example, for global, right? When we had our Asia Circuit set, it was only Asia Circuit cards. When we had the Lukier set with the Reiji and all that, yes, you had raid up, but you also had the Ezos and Vermilions in that gacha, right? It's in the bag, right? It's the same bag. But with now moving forward, right now it's the base set, and then base set is its own thing. You know, set 10 is its own thing. So in set 10, you won't get any of the Eradicator stuff. So I think that's generally a good thing. It means you won't get as many spooks, but it also means that you won't be able to try out as many clans as you want. But it also means that you have more control with what you're trying to pull for. So I think there's trade-offs for that. Sanctuary Guard is fun. It looks so fun. Definitely. So just fun decks. You definitely gotta take a break from time to time, you know? Like if you play to try hard, you get burnt out really fast. Like when I tried to climb for second place, or first place ideally, but ended up with second place, I still felt the need to play the game because, you know, the new set's coming out soon. I want the rank rewards, and I want to keep my head in the game so I can actually give you relevant advice or information. But it was a really tough few weeks, and still now I feel kind of burnt out from the game. Like I don't have the same level of enthusiasm that I had when I first started playing, 100%. But that's mainly because I don't have new stuff, right? So. Jewel, feel good. Ashley's the rank board, so only need 1 triple rare. Yeah, but you still need some double rares. You still need some double rares here and there, because they want to play with the Jewel Knight name, right? So, gotta leave now. Entropy, good stream. See you, man. It was fun having you around. Stay safe. I hope you have a good day. Probably gonna take a break after this. Getting a bit. My voice is getting a bit tired. I'm not used to talking so much. I don't usually like don't usually spend so much time talking, so it's definitely a new thing for me. But yeah, everyone who's sticking around in the live stream, thank you so much for sticking around. Is there a different way of saying this? Again, if you're new to this channel, subscribe and click the bell. If you're interested, of course. If you're not interested, then you know, don't feel pressured to do that. But you know, for these live stream, if you enjoy it, if you've stuck around, I don't usually advertise this on other forms of social media. So if you wanna catch up with my impromptu streams, then definitely click the subscribe button so you can come hang out more often. Because even I don't know when I want to do it next, so that's kind of hard to plan around. Jewel Knight, feel good. Well, if you want Gansel instead of Julia as heal trigger, that's another 4 triple rare. Yeah, but I think at this point, yeah, that's true. Like if you're a new player, that's definitely something to consider. But it's an option, and I think it's actually a good thing because if you have already been playing Royals, then it means like one less rare. I think Julia's a rare. One less rare that you're looking to craft or to unpack. By the way, it's actually 3:24. Yeah, that's go sleep, man. I really appreciate it though that you've stuck around for a while. Last stream was even more insane. Last time you stayed, we stayed up till like 4 a.m. for you. So 4, 5, even. So that was. So yeah, thanks for sticking by. How's everyone with the dice event? Take it chill. Got my first skin. Had 4,000 of these little cake thingies. So my strategy is ideally save the special dice for when you get near the end, so you can guarantee that roulette. You get your 60 plus your bonus. Then you get like 3 times multiplier or 5 times multiplier because you'll pass by this and you're guaranteed a roulette. And go get your hotel, your model room. Go get your 3 die every day. Just remember to do your VP requirements. Like every 10k, 20k, 30k, 40k, 50k, you get dice. Log in, you get dice. So yeah, get your 2 dice here, 2 dice here. Generally, by the end of the event, you should get all your skins. You should be able to get your 3 packs. And your sleeves. And personally, I don't manage. The only things that I don't manage to get is these like my room characters, but I don't think a lot of people come into my room anyways. So I think that's interesting that you chose India. There's many countries in that time zone. So are you from India, my friend? I think that'd be. All right. So if that's the end of all the chatting, oh, that's interesting. It's very cool. Good to know. All right, so I guess that's gonna be it for today. Generally, 2 hours is like the max for me. I don't have that energy to stick around. I have some work to do as well, so I will. Oh, that's so cool. That's neat. Well, same country. I mean, it's a big place though, but maybe you guys can connect. My problem with this event is Misaki's summer skin only works with Genesis, so it's hard to decide whether to get it. Just some skins, right? Like this Ren one. Used to be only golds. No, used to be only shadows. But in JP, they actually added it to be playable in golds now. So don't fret. Might as well pick it up while you can. And maybe in the future, they'll be more lenient with it. Let you multi-clan. Can't confirm anything, but case-by-case basis, Ren got that treatment. Maybe Misaki will get that treatment. Thank you, Sumer, for joining us today. I appreciate it. You've stuck around for a long time. Hope to see you around more often. Hard to find Vanguard lovers from India. How's the talk? Hey man, have a good day. You too. We don't have any stores. That's hard. Yeah. One thing that I'm really happy with Zero is that it definitely made it a lot more easy to get into. A lot of people I know who are interested in anime or card games, they know of Vanguard, but they never got into it because they literally can't get the cards, or there's no one around them to play it with them, or all that stuff. So with Vanguard Zero, even though it might not be the same game, you still have the same characters, you have the same story, and you can get into a game with a few buttons, with a few clicks of buttons. There's also more of a community because everyone can access it. It's just easier to connect with other people who are playing the game as well, not restrained to being physically next to each other. So I think definitely there are merits of this game that I think we can be content with, and very nice of them. Can't even get the basics. Yeah, that too. So yeah, I mean, we don't know how long Vanguard Zero can last, but gotta cherish it for the lifespan that it has. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for coming around. Seeing a lot of you guys back around without any notices make me feel really really happy. I really appreciate your support, everyone's support, and it's always really nice to just have a chat, have a nice day, play some ranked that I was probably gonna play anyways, but just get to know you all. So yeah. All right, so that is it. I'm just gonna end it right here. So my schedule is every other day. On the weekends, I generally do my news segment, so check that out. And then if I don't have anything planned for Monday or Tuesday, then maybe I'll stream. All right, so that is it for today. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe, everyone. And I hope you all keep enjoying Vanguard Zero. Thank you. Bye.